So in the last class we were discussing about the concept of the government. We also discussed the president as well as vice president. So what are the removal procedure for the president? What is the removal procedure for president? Impeachment process. How the impeachment process happens? 14 days notice has to be given. And one house will act as an investigating house. On this ground, president is removed. Violation of constitution. On which ground vice president is being removed? Is not mentioned in the constitution. Yes, okay. For removal of vice president is not mentioned in the constitution. What is the removal procedure for vice president? Can originate only in Rajya Sabha, not in Lok Sabha. Then it requires effective majority in Rajya Sabha. It requires effective majority and simple majority in the Lok Sabha. What is effective majority? Total seats minus vacancy. That is going to be effective majority. So these things we have discussed. What will happen if president and vice president both offices is vacant? CJI. Yes. Okay. CJI will act as the president, and if CJI is also unavailable, we discussed how many proposal, how many secondary is required for a vice president elections. 20 proposal and 20 secondary. Fine. If any dispute arises, where will it move? In the Supreme Court case. Okay. Any dispute regarding president and vice president election, then we move to the Supreme Court. So these things we have discussed in the last class. We also discussed Governor's Article 152, which we discussed in the describing the term state. Article 153 talks about governor for each state, but we discussed governor can be same person can be appointed for governor of your own state. Which amendment says? 7th amendment. Yes, and 154 talks about executive power lies with the governor. Okay, executive power of the state lies with the governor. So Article 155 now talks about appointment of governor. What is appointment of governor? So it says the president will be appointing governor. So who is responsible for the governor's appointment? So president. Okay, appointment of governor is appointed by the member president. Okay. So the first thing that you keep in mind is governor is not elected. Like president, governor is not elected. Fine. And governor is appointed by the president. Governor is appointed by the president. So if you read Article 154 and you read Article 155, you find two functions of the government. One is governor acts as a head of the state and head of the executive. He acts as a head of the state and head of the executive. Why? Because executive power is vested where? Governor. Executive power is vested with governor. And the second thing, he acts as what? He acts as an agent of center. He acts as an agent of center. Why he acts as an agent of center? Because he is appointed by whom? He is appointed by the president. President works at which one? At the center level. Okay. So he acts as an agent of center. These are the two functions of him. These are the two functions of the governor. One is governor is the executive power. Governor have the executive power, and the second is what? Second is nothing but he acts as an agent of center. Whatever central government wants, central government wants to execute it through nothing but governor, because governor is appointed by whom? Appointed by the president. Yeah. So he acts as an agent of center. That's why there's a lot of controversy regarding what? Regarding the governor's office. Controversy regarding governor's office. Okay. So what you find find is what? What you find is initially the India became independent for for 1951 to 1967. You saw Congress was at the center also, and Congress was at the state level also. So Congress was forming government at the center also, Congress party was forming government at the state level also. This was the scenario. But in 1967, election when happens, Congress lost majority in most of the state. Congress lost power in the most of the state, but Congress remained at the center. So Congress remained at the center, and in state you will see nothing but regional parties are coming up. Regional parties comes up. And when regional parties started coming up, what will happen? You see friction started between center and state. Because this party want different thing, this center party want different thing. So what will happen is friction clash started happening between center and state. Clear? So from 51 to 67 there was a smooth relationship between center and state. There was a smooth relationship between center and state. But this problem started when? This problem started after nothing but 1967. When what will happen is different government is something that is coming. Clear? As we discussed, as the executive power of this at the executive power lies with the governor. So governor exercises this power on the advice of CM and Council of Minister. Now CM and Council of Minister is from what? From different party. And we discussed governor act as an agent of center. So at the center you have president. President is acting on the advice of Prime Minister and Council of Minister. They are from different parties. So this advice is conflicting with the advice given by nothing but the CM and Council of Minister. And as a result, problem started happening, controversy started happening. That governor is more listening to center as compared to nothing but state. So this led to controversy regarding nothing but governor's office. And this disturbed the relationship between whom? This disturbed the relationship between center and state. Fine. So to solve these problems, a commission was created, which is referred as which commission? Sarkaria Commission. So this commission was created, and this commission is referred as a Sarkaria Commission. This commission is created on center-state relationship. It is created on center-state relationship. It was created in 1983, submitted its report in 1988. To smoothen the relationship between center and state. This is something that has been created. Fine. So Sarkaria Commission is created for whom? For nothing but center-state relationship. Fine. Now there are certain recommendations that are given by the Sarkaria Commission. There are certain recommendations that are given by nothing but Sarkaria Commission to deal with what? To deal with the problem regarding office of governor. The first recommendation that they given is what? That governor shall be what? Governor shall be an eminent personality. The one who is appointed as governor shall be an eminent personality. Eminent means what? One who has done certain work, certain nothing but work and etc. Who has certain stature. So eminent personality he need to be there. Second thing, governor should be detached from active politics. So he should not be involved in politics. He should be detached from active politics. So second part says that governor shall be detaching itself from which type of politics? Active politics. Fine. Third thing, it says that governor shall be what? Governor shall be from outside of the state. Governor shall be from outside of the state. And fourth thing, CM must be consulted. CM must be consulted for appointment of governor. So CM must be consulted for appointment of governor. These are the four major recommendations that you are finding with regard to with regard to Sarkariya Commission. So Sarkariya Commission is saying that government should be what? Governor should be what? An eminent personality, that is okay there. Second thing, governor should not be involved itself in active politics. Governor should be detached figure. Okay, he should be neutral. He should not be involving himself in active politics. Neutral, detached figure. Third, governor shall be from outside of the state, not from within the state. Why? Why governor shall be outside from the state? Because if the governor is from outside the state, what will happen? He'll have less interest in what? Local politics. When he'll have less interest in local politics, what will happen? Okay, governor don't have to nothing but choose between the parties, that is okay there. Governor can act as what? Governor can act as a neutral party. So what you see is governor shall be from outside the state. And fourth is CM must be consulted. Like as we discussed, who is appointing the governor? President is appointing the governor. President generally works on the advice of whom? PM and Council of Minister. So generally center government is appointing whom? Central government is appointing the governor. So what you see is it is saying that CM also must be consulted. Why CM must be consulted? So that what will happen? There is no there is no conflict arising that center is bringing their own guy. It is not it is not detached figure. Center is CM must agree so that there is a smooth relationship between governor and CM, because ultimately governor has to work with CM. So there should be smooth relationship. If CM is agreeing, yes, this person can be appointed. What will happen? This will lead to more more trust relationship, more smooth relationship between the two persons. Fine. So these are these are the major recommendations you are finding with regard to which commission? Sarkariya Commission. So governor shall be what? Governor shall be eminent personality. Governor should be detached from which type of politics? Active politics. Governor shall be from outside of the state. And fourth says CM must be consulted for appointment of governors. So these are these are other rules. These are other rules that are recommended by whom? Recommended by the thing, but Sarkariya Commissions. For regarding what? For regarding appointment of governor. Clear? So some of these rules, like governor shall be from outside of the state. Governor shall be from outside of the state, or governor shall be an eminent personality. These are generally followed at the time of appointment of the governor. At the time of appointment of governor. So this recommendation is generally followed, not in all cases but in most of the cases. So this is generally followed in case of nothing but in case of appointment of the governor, because constitution doesn't talk about what the governor should be from outside of the state or governor should be nothing but this one. It is being given by which committee? Sarkariya Commission, so as to smoothen the relationship between nothing but center and state. So this is this is a principle that is generally being followed so as to what? So as to have the smooth relationship between CM as well as the government. Clear? So this is a recommendation that is being given. Clear? Another commission that has been created for center-state relationship later on is Punchi Commission. This particular commission is also being created. Punchi Commission is also being created. This is giving its report in 2008-2009. So Punchi Commission is giving its report in 2008-2009. It is also created on nothing but center-state relationship. Fine. Now, Punchi Commission also agreed with whom? Also agreed with the recommendation of whom? Sarkariya Commission. So they also agreed with the recommendation of whom? Sarkariya Commission. And Punchi Commission also says what? Punchi Commission also says that the governor should not act as a chancellor of the universities. Governor should not act as a chancellor of universities. This should not be there. Governor should not act as a chancellor of universities also. Normally governor is governor is considered as a chancellor of university. The Punchi Commission is recommending that governor should not act as a chancellor of universities also. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. Yeah? So these are the recommendations given by whom? Sarkariya and Punchi Commission. Sarkariya Commission also agreed with the Punchi Commission also agreed with the recommendation given by the Sarkariya Commission, and they also said that governor should not be acting also as a chancellor of the universities. So these are the recommendations given by the Sarkariya Commission and Punchi Commission. So currently you see nothing but currently we see the appointment of the governor is done by the president, Generally, which conventions are being followed? That governor should be from outside of home, outside of the state, and governor should be which type of personality? An eminent personality. These are okay recommendations that is okay being followed. But as we discussed, CM is still not being consulted. CM is still not being consulted. This convention is not there. And it's not that okay, it is a written principle. As we discussed, it is recommended by the Sarkariya Commission. So there are exceptional cases also where these recommendations has not been followed also. Most of the time it is being followed, but okay, not in all cases that you have to keep. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one?
So in president selected
In which?
From the selected.
Okay, we are coming to qualification. Okay, qualification is okay mentioned. So qualification we will discuss. Okay, and then we will discuss on which ground. Okay. Clear? So clear any doubt regarding Article 155. Article 155 deals with what? Appointment of governor, and governor must be appointed by whom? President. Okay, and okay, what will happen? The Sarkariya Commission and remember Unchi Commission recommendation for governor's appointment. Fine, any doubt regarding this one? Next, Article 156 deals with what? Deals with the terms of office of governor. Fine. Terms of office of governor. Like we discussed, once president is appointed, president hold office for how many years? 5 years. Okay. But this okay says that what? Governor shall hold office. Governor shall hold office till pleasure of president. Till pleasure of president. Governor shall hold office till pleasure of president. This is okay, important aspect. Second thing, subject to this, normal terms of governor shall be 5 years. Subject to this, the normal terms of the governor shall be 5 years. Fine. And governor can any time resigns by writing to whom? Governor can any time resigns by writing to the president. Okay, so these are okay. These are the points okay mentions under the terms of governor. Fine. So the governor holds office for how many years? 5 years. Okay, normal term is okay 5 years. Shall hold office till which okay pleasure of president, that you have to keep in mind. And governor resigns by writing to the president, that is okay there. Clear? So this is okay important thing. What do we find over here? What do we find? That governors can any time removed by whom? Can any time be removed by the president. He can any time remove by the president. No ground for removal is mentioned. No ground for removal is mentioned. Okay. So this is okay important aspect. For president we discuss is what? Ground for removal is mentioned. President is removed by a impeachment process, but governor can be any time removed. And what you see is okay, no ground for removal is there. Only it mentioned that governor holds office till what? Till the president is happy, till the pleasure of president, till the president is happy, he is going to hold office. So any time president wants, president can nothing but give up, remove the governor. That's why, okay, because of this region only, what you find over here? Governor act as more as an agent of center, or he act more as an executive head of the state? Which function governor will more perform? He will act more as an agent of center, or he will act more as a head of the state? Agent of the center. Why? Because if he is not acting, let's say okay, center is saying that okay, you do this. President is saying or center is saying you do this particular function. If governor doesn't do that, then what will happen? He will be removed. Someone else will be placed by the president as a governor who will do the job for okay president, that is okay. Clear? So that's why governor act more as an agent of whom? more as an agent of center rather than executive head of the state, and this is the reason for controversy regarding which office? Governor's office. Okay, that if opposite party is there, then it creates a problem. Like you saw in case of Tamil Nadu when previous government was there, governors had a lot of friction with whom? With the Stalin government, that is there. Or in Kerala also you saw the governors had a lot of friction with nothing but the elected government. Why this was there? Because center the chief ministers and others were introducing a bill is going to the governor is not ready to approve the bill, or he is not taking any action on the bills and etc. So problem was there between nothing but governors and other thing. Why? Because governors are known as a big center, agent of center, that is clear. So that's why because of this particular region only, the Sarkaria Commission again is giving certain recommendation regarding what? Certain recommendation regarding removal of the governor. Sarkaria Commission is also giving certain recommendation regarding removal of the governor. Because we discussed ground for removal is what? Ground for removal is not mentioned. And secondly, we discussed is what? We discussed the governor can be removed any time by nothing but president. So Sarkaria Commission is giving certain recommendation regarding nothing but removal also. Sarkaria Commission is saying that what? They are saying that governor shall resign if they lose the confidence of the CM and Council of Ministers. Governor shall resign if they lose the confidence of CM as well as nothing but Council of Ministers. Fine. So this is important thing that you have to keep in mind. Second thing it says the governor shall be removed only in rare circumstances, and ground for removal shall be informed to the governor. So it also says that governor shall be removed. Only in which type of circumstances? Only in nothing but rare circumstances. And on what ground governor is being removed? That has to be communicated to whom? That has to be communicated to the governor. So this is another recommendation given by nothing but Sarkaria commissions. So these are the two commissions. These are the two recommendations given by the Sarkaria commission to improve the relationship. First thing, governor shall resign, because if governor has a breakdown of relationship between whom? With CM and Council of Ministers, then they can't coexist together. In that case, since CM and Council of Ministers are elected one, governor should nothing but resign from the office. That is there. And secondly, it says that if governor shall be removed, anytime he should not be removed. He should be removed only in which circumstances? Rare circumstances, when anything grave violation is something that is happening. At that time, you remove the governor. Normally, what happens, as we discussed, governor is generally appointed by whom? The center. As and when central government changes, what will happen? New central government comes, they used to nothing but replace older governor and appoint the new governor, that is So governor has no continuity, no 5-year tenure as such, that they were enjoying. So this is why it is saying that governor shall be removed only in which type of circumstances? Rare circumstances. And ground for removal shall be informed to the governors. Okay. Now there is Punchi Commission also. What Punchi Commission is recommending? So Punchi Commission is recommending that this term pleasure of the president should be deleted from the constitution. It should be deleted from the constitution. And it says that governor shall be removed by Governor shall be removed by impeachment process. Impeachment process by state legislature. Okay, so it says that the term pleasure of the president shall be what? Shall be removed from the constitution, and governor, how it shall be removed? It should be removed by a impeachment process. This impeachment process should be brought in which legislature? State legislature. Okay, and third thing, it says a fixed 5 years tenure shall be provided to the governor. Like president has a fixed 5-year tenure, a fixed 5-year tenure shall also be provided to the governor. Okay, so these are the recommendations given by whom? These are the recommendations given by the Punchi Commission. So what will happen? What will happen if such method are being brought? You know that governor cannot be removed by the center. If governor cannot be removed by the center, what will happen? Governor will less act as an agent of center. Okay, now governor is removed by which process? Impeachment process. Okay, that is okay there. Impeachment process means who will vote? Legislature will vote. In legislature, who is involved? CM and Council of Ministers are involved. Okay, so what you see is, okay, it says that, okay, now the governor will not be removed by the center. Governor will be removed by whom? State legislature. So now the governor can act more, okay, as a head of the executive rather than what? As an agent of center. That is okay there. So this is what recommendation, okay, were given by the Punchi Commission. However, this recommendation is still not added in the constitution. No amendment has been done. Okay, so they are just the recommendation. No amendment has been yet done in the case of constitution. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particularly? So these are the things you have to keep in mind. If mains examination question comes, okay, what are the controversies surrounding office of the governor? Appointment of governor is okay, controversy. Removal of the governor is what? Controversy. So okay, you have to have, okay, what you have to have, okay, recommendation of the committees written over there, that what Sarkariya Commission is saying, what Punchi Commission is something that is okay saying. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this is all about terms of office of governor. So it says that governor shall hold office till what? Till nothing but, okay, pleasure of the president, subject to the normal terms of the governor. Governor terms shall be how many years? 5 years. Governor shall resign by writing to whom? By writing to nothing but, okay, president. And okay, this Punchi Commission and Sarkariya Commission recommendation we keep in mind. Fine. Now Article 157 deals with the qualification of governor. It deals with the qualification of governor. Okay, so Article 157 deals with what? It deals with the qualification of governor. So two qualifications are mentioned. One is governor shall be citizen of India, and second, he shall be greater than 35 years of age. So two qualifications are something that are mentioned. Okay, the governor shall be citizen of India and should be greater than how many years of age? 35 years of age. These are the important, okay, aspect that is, okay, mentioned with regard to qualification of governor. Fine. So other than that, no qualification is something that is, okay, mentioned. For president, if you remember, we discussed president shall be qualified to become a member of whom? Third qualification was what? That he should be qualified to become a member of Lok Sabha. But okay, for governor, these two conditions are something that are mentioned. That is okay, he should be citizen of India and should be greater than how many years of age? 35 years of age. Okay. Additionally, we are saying that two more conventions are being followed in governors. Okay, what appointment? What are the two more conventions? What are the two more conventions that is, okay, being followed in governor's appointment? That he shall be from the outside of the state, and second is what? Should be which type of personality? Eminent personality. Okay, so should be an eminent personality and should be from where? From outside of the state. This is something that is, okay, other thing being followed in the governor's appointment. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this is, okay, the term related to what? Related to the qualification of the governor. Right? So what are the things, okay, given with regard to qualification? He should be citizen of India. Again, should be greater than how many years of age? 35 years. Remember, as we discussed, citizen means what? All kind of citizen. Whether you are getting by birth, by registration, by, okay, naturalization, all kind of citizens are eligible. Okay, so that is what qualification of governor mentioned. Fine. Now Article 158 deals with the conditions. Conditions regarding of government. So Article 158 deals with the condition. Condition regarding what? Condition regarding office of governor. Fine. So like we discussed in the precedent, that president shall not be a member of whom? President shall not be a member of whom? Shall not be a member of either House of the Parliament or state legislature. If such person is appointed, then what will happen? If such person is appointed, then what happens? The day he enters into the president office, his seat is declared what? Vacant. Okay. The same condition is there with regard to, okay, condition with regard to office of governor. Read Article 59 first. What Article 59 saying? Condition regarding office of president. What are the conditions regarding first condition? What we have written? Okay, that he shall not be a member of whom? Either house. Okay, that is okay there. If such person is appointed, then what will happen? Okay, the seat will be declared vacant. Second, we have discussed is what? He should not hold any office of profit. Okay, so that is okay. Another condition that is okay there. Third condition, what we have written, that he is okay what? Entitled to, okay, president house without payment of rent. Okay, governor will be entitled to, okay, what? He will be entitled to the Raj Bhavan, or okay, we call it as a Lok Bhavan without, okay, what? Payment of nothing but, okay, rent. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So those three conditions are same. Exactly what we have discussed with regard to the president. The same applies to whom? Governor also. Okay. So the governor shall not be a member of whom? Governor shall not be a member of either House of the Parliament, either House of the Parliament or state legislature, or state legislature. Governor shall not be a member of either House of the Parliament or state legislature. If such person is appointed as governor, if such person is appointed as governor, his seat will be declared vacant. Declared vacant the day he enters Okay, if such person is appointed as a governor, his seat will be declared vacant the day he enters into office of governor. The day he enters into office of governor. So this is what mentioned in case of condition with regard to office of governor. Governor shall not be a member of whom? He shall not be a member of either House of the Parliament or state legislature. If such person is appointed as a governor, his seat will be declared vacant the day he enters into the office of governor. Fine. The second important thing that you find is what? The governor shall not hold any office of profit. Third point, okay, that you have to keep in mind is, okay, what is entitled to governor house without, okay, payment of rent. Okay, is entitled to governor's house without payment of rent. So this is a third condition that is okay mentioned. Exactly what we have discussed with regard to the precedent. Fine. The fourth condition that is okay mentioned in this article is what? If the governor is appointed, for two or more states, what will happen in such situation? If the governor is appointed for two or more states, what will happen in such situation? If same person appointed, let's say governor of Karnataka also, governor of Tamil Nadu also, okay, will he get two salaries? Will he get two salaries? Because he is acting as a governor of Karnataka also, governor of Tamil Nadu also. Will he get two salaries? No. Its office says that if the same person is appointed as a governor of two or more states, in that case, salaries will be divided among state divided among state in proportion. Salaries will be divided among state in proportion which will be determined by the president. Which will be determined by president. So who will decide how much which can be paid? Presidents. It could be 60-40 also, 50-50 also, 75-25 also. In which ratio it has to be paid, that will be determined by the governor. So how much the Karnataka will pay or how much Tamil Nadu will pay, that will be determined by him, that will be determined by the president. Okay. So this condition to keep in mind, that whenever the same person is appointed as what? Same person is appointed as the governor of two or more condition. It is a two or more state. He doesn't get two salaries. Rather, what will happen? This will be what? This will be shared amongst nothing but the state. Fine. Fine. Lastly, the governors. What? Governors' salaries and annual emoluments. Salaries and emoluments shall not be diminished. Shall not be diminished during his tenure. During his tenure. So this is a point number 5, which is given under Article 158. So this shall not be diminished during his tenure. Fine. So this is all about article number what? Article number 157. Sorry, 158, which deals with the condition with regard to the office of governor. Fine. Next comes article 159. Oath and affirmation. So it deals with governor's oath and governor's affirmation. Fine. So there we discussed that before entering into the office, president has to take an oath. Here, before entering into office, governor has to take oath. Fine. So before entering into office, governor has to take oath. What oath he has to take? What oath he has to take? The same oath what we have discussed. He will discharge his duty faithfully. He will preserve, protect and defend the Constitution. Defend the Constitution. So he discharge his duties faithfully. He will what? He will preserve, protect and defend the Constitution. That is there. And third it says is what? Will devote himself for service and well-being of the people. For service and well-being of people. Fine. So what you see is these are the oaths that are generally taken by nothing but the governor. Just read the president oath. What president takes? Service and well-being. So whatever the oath we have discussed with regard to the president, the same applies to oath of governor. So governor takes the same oath what president takes. That you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So governor, that's why we discussed governor is called as what? Head of the state. President is called as what? Head of the India. Or the president is called as nothing but head of the India. Why? Because the similar oath is something that is being taken. Clear? Now, oath here, oath will be administered by Chief Justice of High Court. Oath administered by who? CJ of High Court. For President we discussed, okay, it is who? Chief Justice of Supreme Court. But here the who will administer the oath? Oath will be administered by CJ of whom? CJ of nothing but okay, High Court. Fine. Lastly, okay, Article 60 says that discharge of governor's function in contingency. Discharge of governor's function in contingency. Okay, this is okay what mentioned in the case of Article 160. Article 160 deals with what? It deals with discharge of governor functions in contingency. Okay. So remember that we discussed, okay, if president is not there, who acts as a vice president? If he is not there, then we discuss CGI and etc. If governor is not there, then what will happen? Who will act as a governor? Okay, so this constitution says that president will make rules. President will make rules for discharge of governor function in any contingency. Okay, who will make a rule? Who will decide? President will decide to discharge. Okay, make rules for discharge of function in other contingency. So let's say if governor died, then president can appoint soon as nothing but soon any other person as a governor, or he can give additional charge to nearby governor's state to take additional charge. Anytime president can do that. So president will make a provision rules that how he wants to manage this contingency. So that is what you are finding with regard to Article 160. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So this is all about what? This is all about how the governors is appointed, governors is removed. Okay, governors qualification, governors main function. Main function is what? That executive power is vested there with the governor, but governor also has appointment by the center, so he also acts as an agent of center. Fine. Now another important thing that you have to keep in mind is Article number 161. It deals with the governor power of pardon, remission, respite, reprieve, commutation, etc. So article deals with what? Article 161 deals with the governor power of nothing but pardon, remission, respite, reprieve and commutation. Fine. Now the same thing is also there in article number 72. Article 72 deals with the president powers of pardon, remission, reprieve, respite and commutation. So what we have with regard to the governor, the same with regard to the president also we have. Okay, president has a similar power under which article? Under Article 72. So last class we discussed till Article 71. Article 71 deals with what? Dispute. Whenever vice president and president election dispute arises. Now Article 72 deals with what? Deals with the power of the president for pardon, remission, reprieve, respite and commutation, that is there. Fine. Now the question here is what these terms means. What these pardon means, remission means, reprieve means. Fine. So the first term, that means commutation. What is commutation? Commutation means changing the character. Commutation means what? Changing the character of the punishment. Changing the character of punishment. So what that commutation means? Commutation means changing the character of whom? Character of precedent, character of punishment. Fine. For example, let's say someone has been given 10 years of whom? 10 years of rigorous imprisonment. Rigorous imprisonment. Okay, 10 years of which type of imprisonment has been given? Rigorous imprisonment. Okay, this character can be changed into 10 years of simple imprisonment. Simple imprisonment. Okay, what you see is okay, character being changed. Rigorous imprisonment is changed into which type of imprisonment? Okay, simple imprisonment. Or 10 years of, okay, what? 10 years of nothing but, okay, isolated punishment can be converted into nothing but, okay, 10 years of simple punishment. Character, when you change the character, then it is going to be called as what? It is going to be called as a commutation. Fine. Remission is what? Remission is, okay, when you have what? 10 years of, let's say, rigorous imprisonment is converted into what? Is converted into 5 years of rigorous imprisonment. This is going to be called as what? This is going to be called as a remission. So in remission we are not changing the character. What we are changing is what? Duration. Okay. So what you see is, okay, remission means what? Changing the duration of the punishment. Okay. So remission means what happens is, okay, what you are changing is the duration. Clear? Character you are not changing. Commutation is what? Changing the character of the punishment. Okay. Remission is changing the duration of nothing but, okay, punishment. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Third is a respite. Respite is generally a relief given for temporary period in special circumstances. In special circumstances. So a relief given for temporary period in which type of circumstances? Special circumstances, that is okay. Clear? For example, let's say the pregnant women of 7 months has been given, okay, what? Has been given which type of imprisonment? Rigorous imprisonment. For some certain fault, for 7 months of nothing but, okay, the pregnant women has been given as which type of imprisonment? Rigorous imprisonment. It might affect the health of the born child, newborn child, okay, the child that is going to be born, it might affect the health. Child has not done any type of okay, crime and etc. That is okay there. In such cases, what will happen? A temporary relief can be given till the time of childbirth, and after that, women has to nothing but, okay, suffer what? Women has to suffer the punishment that is okay there. So a temporary relief that is given due to special circumstances. Okay, let's say any mentally disabled person, okay, mentally disabled person kills some other person, then what will happen? What will happen? Mentally disabled person who is not mentally sound killed another person, that is okay there. What will happen? Okay, respite can be granted during nothing but, okay, what? During nothing but, okay, special circumstances, that is okay there. Clear? So these type of, okay, situation is called as what? These type of situations called as a respite. Okay, temporary what? Temporary relief that is granted in special circumstances. Fine. Next is a case of reprieve. What is reprieve? Generally given during death penalties. Generally given during death penalties. Death penalties. And it is a kind of temporary relief. Temporary relief. Or temporary suspension of execution. Temporary suspension of execution. That is called as what? That is called as nothing but, okay, reprieve. What is reprieve? Reprieve is nothing but, okay, temporary suspension of execution. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Let's say someone is, okay, what? Someone is given death penalty and he will be hanged, let's say, on 25th of June. What will happen? Now he is filing that president should pardon him. Okay, president should, okay, change his character of the punishment. Okay, then what will happen is president need time to study the case. Okay, give his opinion and etc. So president might grant him what? Reprieve that on 25th of June don't carry out the execution. First let me, okay, what? Let me decide on, okay, the case. Then, okay, based on that, what will happen? Will nothing but, okay, what? Will nothing but, okay, take decision in this case. Okay, so this is called as what? This is called as a reprieve. Reprieve means temporary suspension of execution, that is okay. Clear? And the first term comes pardon. Pardon means what? Complete absolve from the crime. Complete absolves from the crime means, okay, the person is no longer guilty. No punishment. Person is no longer guilty. No punishment can be given. Okay, no charges can be there against the person. This is called as a pardon. Okay, so these are, okay, 5 terms, okay, that are mentioned: pardon, remission, reprieve, respite, and commutation. This power also lies with the governor. This also power lies with the president. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what happens is what happens is, let's say district court has given someone a death penalty. He has appealed to the High Court. High Court has upholded the death penalty. He has gone to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court also upholded the death penalty. That is okay there. Okay. Then he can option is what? He can go to whom? To the president for, okay, what? For pardon, reprieve, okay, or other thing. This, okay, is what? This is okay there. Okay. So this is not like a normal judicial process. Okay. First, okay, you have to what? You have to go through normal judicial process. Once you exhaust measure over here, at the final resort, you will go to the president. It's not that, okay, you have done a crime and directly you go to the president saying that what? Absolve me, pardon me. You can't do that. Okay. You have to work. You have to first, okay, go through the channel. If no option is left, you can go to nothing but, okay, president, and president can, okay, grant nothing but, okay, these particular things. Clear? So clear, the same power lies with whom? Governor also. Similar power lies with whom? President also. But question is, when you will go towards governor, when you will go to the president? When you will go to the governor, when you will go to the president? Because we are saying both has the power. Okay. So when you will go to the governor, when you will go to the president? Okay. Kind of. Okay. But if you remember, we discussed, okay, India is which type of court? India is having which type of court? We have integrated judiciary. Integrated judiciary means what? Remember, independent and integrated judiciary, that is a feature of the constitution we have discussed. What was the integrated judiciary means? That the both, okay, the High Court and Supreme Court can also decide on which issue, state law issue also and central law issue also. We don't have a separate court, no? In US you can do that, okay? In US you can do that, okay? But when, okay, what will happen is, okay, what? Okay, the federal related things are there, you go to the center, otherwise, okay, you go to the state, okay, that is okay there. But India has which kind of judiciary? Integrated judiciary, okay? So this is something that you have to keep in mind, clear? So when you go to the president, when you go to the governor for pardon, reprieve, respite, it says that, first point, okay, what you have to keep in mind is, okay, the president, okay, when the punishment is being provided, under union law, then you will go for where? Then you will go to the president. But when punishment is provided under which law? State law. When punishment is being provided under state law, then you go towards where? Then you will go to a governor. Okay. So when punishment is provided under which law? When punishment is provided under the union law, you will go to whom? You will go to nothing but, okay, president. But when punishment is provided under which law? Under nothing but, okay, state law, you have to go to whom? Governor for pardon, respite, reprieve, that is okay. Clear? Second thing, if it is a matter of death penalty, whether under union law or state law, if it is a matter of death penalty, whether under union law or state law, then what happens is, okay, what if it is a matter of death penalty, whether under union law or whether under nothing but, okay, state law, then pardon can only be provided by the president. governor do not have a pardon position on a death penalty. Governor can't do that. Okay, even if it is given under which law? State law. Even if it is given under the state law, you have to go to the president only for nothing but okay pardon. Governor do not have the power on death penalties pardon. Okay, clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? The third important thing that you have to keep in mind is what? The third important thing that you have to keep in mind is if it is related with pardoning of court martial, then you will go towards what? President. You can't go to the governor. Governor do not have the power over court martial cases. Okay, you know that court martial, who does that? Military court. Okay, we discussed military court does that. Okay, and in military cases, okay, you don't go to the governor, you have to go to whom? You have to go to the president. Okay, so in these cases, okay, you have to go to nothing but president or governor. Fine. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So if question comes when you can go to the president, when you can go to the governor, remember that if punishment is provided under the union law, you will go to whom? Okay, and when president is when the punishment is provided under whom? Under nothing but the state law, you will go to whom? Governor. Governor do not have the power of pardon in which matter? In the matter of death penalty. Whether it is given under state law also, he do not have the power. In that case, you can only go to governor. And in court martial cases also, you can go to only to the president, not to the governor. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? So this differences you have to keep in mind with regard to the governor as well as the president. When you have to go to the governor, when you have to go to the president. Fine. So the another part that you have to keep in mind is what is the nature of this power. Okay, what is the nature of this power? Okay, so first thing, this has to be exercised. On the advice of whom? On the advice of PM and Council of Ministers in case of President, and CM and Council of Ministers in case of Governor. Okay. So what you see is this power has to be exercised. Okay, this power has to be exercised. Okay, on the advice of whom? PM and Council of Ministers when we are talking about President, and CM and Council of Ministers when we are talking about whom? We are talking about nothing but Governor. Clear? So what you see is what you see is means it is not a discretionary power of President or Governor. It is not a discretionary power of President or Governor. What is discretionary power means? Means they themselves can't decide it. Okay, it is not a discretionary power of President or Governor. Fine. Second thing that you have to keep in mind is these are executive power. These are executive power and not a judicial power. Okay, these are executive power and not a judicial power. Okay, so that's why person do not have the right to present his case before whom? Before the president or the government. Okay, in case of judiciary, we discussed. Okay, judiciary has to give both party equal chances to present their cases. That is okay there. Clear? But it's not required. President will not call any person to explain the case and etc. Only he will take a case file and decide. Okay, whether to be given clemency or not to be given clemency. So such power do not lies with regard to what? With regard to nothing but president or the governor. So no one gets the power of what? No one gets the power to present their own case and etc. before the president or the governor. Fine. So why this power has been provided? Why this power has been provided to the president or the governor? Why we have given, when we have already given person a fair chance, that both parties has to be given fair chance to decide their cases. Judiciary is giving them fair chance. You are appealing also, judiciary is giving you option to appeal to High Court also, Supreme Court also. When you are exhausting all these methods, why we have given this power to the president or the governor? One thing is One thing is to deal with error in law, or error in judgment. To deal with this situation, you are providing the powers to whom? You are providing the powers to the president or the governor to deal with error in law or to deal with what? Error in judgment. Fine. Any doubt? What is error in law means? Let's say law. We discussed law has to be fair. Remember, we discussed due process of law. Due process of law not only checks what? Procedure, but also checks the fairness of the law. Okay, but remember we discussed India has which type of method to ensure procedure established by law, not the due process of law. So procedure established by only law checks only the procedure, not the fairness. Let's say if law itself is not fair and person has been punished, then what will happen? Since law says that this person has to be given 20 years of punishment, judiciary has given him 20 years of punishment. But law itself is not fair. So who can correct that if law is not fair? President can correct those particular things, or governor can correct those particular things. So if there is any error in law itself is wrong, judiciary will give punishment as per law. Okay, but if law itself is wrong, then who can correct those particular things? President or governors can correct those particular things. Secondly, error in judgment. Let's say High Court has given a judgment, Supreme Court has given a judgment that this person is guilty. And person do not have any mechanism to prove his innocence. Okay, he do not have any evidence, any proof to give his evidence. But once Supreme Court has Supreme Court has given a judgment. After that, some person is revealing that this person is innocent. And I have the proof that this person is innocent. Then what will happen? Can happen, no? Let's say what will happen is a person has been framed by authorities. Let's say he has been framed by some powerful person that is there. Now he is innocent, but he can't have a mechanism to prove his innocence. Nobody is nobody is willing to come forward and help him. That he can prove his innocence. That is there. Now after 5 years, the person has what? After the 5 years, the person in authority has either died or has been removed from the authority. Now some person who is earlier silent, saying that if I speak, he will also frame me, I will be put into jail also. That is there. But now he is ready, he is willing to come forward and saying that this person was wrongly framed, wrongly nothing but punished. So in such cases, what will happen? Who has the option to nothing but minimize the quantum of punishment? President or governors have. So that's why this power has been given. This power has been given to the president and governor to solve which type of thing? Error in law or error in judgment. That is clear. And that's why this power is not concurrent. This power is not concurrent to the power of court. To the power of court. This you remember it. What is not concurrent to the power of court means? As we discussed, you can't directly go to the president saying that pardon me, okay? Because it is not concurrent with what? Not concurrent with the court. First, your court will punish you, okay? If president sees any wrong with the punishment, then you can go with nothing but okay, what? You can go to the president and seek pardons, or you can go to the governor and seek pardon. Clear? So it is not concurrent. Concurrent means both can go together. Okay. So it's not both can go together. First you have to exhaust all the mechanisms that are there with the judiciary. Then only you can file for. Then only you can file for nothing but pardon, remission, respite, commutation, etc. That is okay. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? And the last thing that you have to keep in mind is what? The decision of president. The decision of the president and the governor. Decision of president and the governor is open to judicial review. Is open to judicial review. Okay, is open to judicial review. What is open to judicial review means that judiciary, if let's say judiciary think that the person is guilty, okay, and what you see is okay, governor has given a pardon or president has given a pardon to him. Okay, in that case, judiciary can review on what basis president has given a pardon or on what basis governor has given a pardon. So this is open to which type of judicial review. Fine. So clear the doubt regarding these two. Remember that both power lies with whom? Both president and governors is the similar power, but when you will go to the president, when you will go to the governor, you have to keep that in mind. Remember these terms. Pardon means what? Pardon means what? No charge, no guilty, no punishment. Okay. Remission means what? Changing the duration. Reprieve means what? Temporary suspending your execution. Respite means what? Temporary relief during special circumstances. And commutation means what? Changing the character of the punishment. And these are okay. What? These are okay. The nature of okay. What? Nature of nothing but okay. Pardoning power that you have to keep in mind. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular aspect? So next comes your what? Next comes your Article 73. And okay, correspondingly you have what? Article 162. Article 73 deals with the extent of executive power. Of union and extent of executive power of the state. Okay, so these are okay. What this corresponding provision at the state level, you have extent of executive power of the state. So Article 73 deals with what? Extent of executive power of whom? Union. Article 162 deals with the extent of executive power of whom? Power of the state. Fine. What does executive power means? When we are using the term executive power, what the term executive power means? It means okay, the power of whom? Prime Minister, Council of Ministers, okay, bureaucracy. It extends on which type of matter? It extends on which type of matter? Here when we are talking about CM, Council of Ministers and bureaucracy power. Extend on which type of nothing but okay, matter. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So it says that the power, executive power of the union. It says executive power of the union extend on all those matter. Extend on all those matter extend on all those matter on which the central government has power to make a law. You can write on which okay, the parliament has power to make a law. Has power to make law. So it says executive power of the union extend on all those matters on which parliament has power to make a law, and executive power of the state It will extend to all those matter on which who has power to make a law? State legislature has power to make a law. State legislature has power to make a law. Fine. So executive power of the union extend on all those matter on which who has power to make law? Parliament has power to make a law. And executive power of the state extend on which matter? On which, okay, state legislature has power to make a law. Fine. So what does it say? It says Parliament has a power to make laws on which list? We discussed Parliament has power to make laws on which list? Either union list or concurrent list. Okay, and on which state legislature has a power to make a law? State list and concurrent list. Okay, so what you see is, okay, executive power, okay, of the union. Executive power of the union can extend on all such matter. So it can extend on defense also, it can extend on external affairs matter also, it can defend on other matters also, tax related matters. Okay, all such matter, or education matter, forest matter. Okay, like that. Okay, executive power of the state stand on police, on law and order, on land, on all such subject, or okay, on education, forest and etc. Executive power of nothing but, okay, state will extend. Okay, so this is what, okay, indicated under Article 73 and Article 162. So since Parliament makes laws on which list? Union list and state list. On all subject, PM and Council of Ministers will have a power. Okay, since, okay, what, since the state legislature makes laws on state list and concurrent list, on all such subject who will have a power? CM and Council of Ministers have the power. So this is what mentioned in Article 73 and Article 172. On which subject, okay, the power of the union will extend. On which subject the power of nothing but, okay, state will extend. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Next, okay, article that you have is what? Article 74. And correspondingly you have, okay, what? Article 163. Okay, so you have Article 74 and you have nothing but, okay, Article 163. It says that Prime Minister and Council of Ministers to aid and advise President. Aid and advise President. And here what will happen? CM and Council of Ministers to aid and advise whom? To aid and advise the Governor. Fine. So Article 74 says that Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, okay, will aid and advise whom? Will aid and advise the President. Here it is CM and Council of Ministers that is going to aid and advise whom? Governor. Fine. Okay. Now Article 74 says there shall be Council of Ministers headed by PM, Prime Minister, headed by Prime Minister to aid and advise the President. And the same point here says that there shall be Council of Ministers headed by CM to aid and advise the Governor. Okay, so this is our first point, okay, that is what talking about. So who? President has to act on the advice of whom? Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, while, okay, Governor has to act on the advice of whom? CM and Council of Ministers. This is, okay, mentioned. Clear? And who will be head of Council of Ministers? Prime Minister will be the head. Who will be the head of the Council of Ministers at the state level? Chief Minister will be the head. Fine. Second point that you have, okay. Now one more thing, whether President can reject the advice of Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Whether President, let's say any advice President, okay, is receiving from Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, can President reject the advice? Can Governor reject the advice? Now, there is a 44th amendment that has been done in this one. There is a 44th amendment that is done. It says that, okay, for once, President can send advice for reconsideration. can send advice for reconsideration. Advice for reconsideration. But if same advice return to president, then president has to act. As per such advice. Okay, as per such advice. What it is saying? As per 44th amendment, one time president, if he is not agreeing with the advice, he can send it for reconsideration. If Council of Minister and PM is changing the advice, no problem. Okay, but if the same advice comes, then president has to what? President has to follow and act as per such advice that is okay. Clear? So only one time president has an option. Okay, so almost okay what? Almost nothing but okay. President has to work on the advice of whom? Advice of nothing but okay, Prime Minister and Council of Minister, that is okay there. For Governor, you have a special clause mentioned. It says wherever Constitution has provided discretion to the Governor, Governor shall not act on the advice of CM and Council of Minister. Okay, so wherever the Constitution says that okay, Governor has to take decision alone, there the Governor should not listen to the advice of whom? CM and Council of Minister. Fine. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So first thing, there shall be whom? There shall be nothing but okay, Council of Minister to advise the President. There shall be CM to advise whom? Governor. Wherever Constitution has provided discretion to the Governor, Governor shall not act on the advice of CM and Council of Minister. Here it is saying that for once President can send advice to, for President can okay send advice for reconsideration, that is okay there. Clear? So this is okay, important aspect you have to keep in mind. Fine. Now the third point, okay, or here second and here third point, what it says that whatever advice the PM and Council of Minister is giving shall not be questioned in court. And again here okay, only thing is okay, whatever advice CM and Council of Minister is giving shall not be questioned in court. Shall not be questioned in court. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what you have to keep in mind is okay, what it says that okay, who is going to advise President, PM and Council of Minister? Here who is going to advise Governor, CM and Council? Wherever the Constitution has given okay, what the discretion to whom? Discretion to nothing but okay, Governor. What will happen is okay, what will happen is okay, there you see nothing but okay, what Governor will not follow the advice of whom? CM and Council of Minister. For President, he can return the advice for once for reconsideration, that is okay there. And no, okay, what no court will question that what advice PM and Council of Minister is giving or CM and Council of Minister is giving to the President or Governor. Fine. Now, it means, okay, what you have to keep in mind is what? There has certain discretionary power being given to whom? There is a certain discretionary power. Discretionary means what? that you can take a decision on your own. Generally, you have to take decision on the advice of Council of Minister. But okay, what you see is okay. Now there are certain discretion given to the governor, which okay you can take your own decision. You don't have to nothing but okay depend on the advice of CM and Council of Minister. That is okay there. Okay. So what you see is okay. This discretionary power can be two types. Situational discretion or constitutional discretion. Okay, discretionary power can be divided into two types: situational discretion and constitutional discretion. That is okay. Situational discretion means what? That applies because of certain situation. Because of certain situation, and constitutional discretion means what? Okay, originate because of certain situation, and constitutional discretion means what? Mentioned in the constitution. Mentioned in the constitution. Okay, so constitutional discretion is something that is okay mentioned in the constitution. Situational discretion is something that originate okay what? Originate because of nothing but okay certain okay situations. Fine. So what is a situational discretion? Now let's say an election happens and no party gets the majority. Election happens, no party gets a majority. When no party gets a majority, then what will happen? No party gets a majority, then what will happen? We discussed who becomes okay to, where enjoys the majority in what? Where enjoys the majority in legislature, forms the what? Forms the government. But if no party gets a majority, like you saw in Tamil Nadu, no party got okay what? If election happens, no party got the majority. Okay, there was hung assembly. Okay, that is okay there. And okay, later on, okay, what some party member joins the Vijay. Okay, to increase the number beyond okay majority, and then okay he became nothing but okay the CM. So if such situation occurs when no party gets a majority, what will happen? Then president and governor have a which type of discretion? President and governor has which type of discretion? Situation discretion. Okay, because okay if any party gets a majority, then what will happen? If any party gets a majority, then majority party leader will form what? Prime Minister or Chief Minister. That is okay there. But if no party gets a majority, then what will happen? Okay, you see nothing but okay situational discretion will be there. Okay, so okay if no party, if there is a hung assembly, or parliament, then it is a discretion of whom? It is a discretion of president or governor. Discretion of president or governor to appoint CM or council of to appoint CM and prime minister. Okay, so if there is a hung assembly, then what will happen? Then it is a discretion of whom? This is a discretion of governor. This is a discretion of governor to appoint whom? To appoint the chief minister as well as nothing but okay prime minister. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Because okay no party gets a majority, PM can't call anyone. Okay, that this person should come only to form a government. Here okay discretion is something that is okay there. Clear? Second thing, if okay what if the government loses the majority. If the government loses the majority, then PM and CM, then governor and president has a discretion to dissolve the house. Has discretion to dissolve the house. Has discretion to dissolve the house. Fine. So if they lose the majority, then governor as well as okay CM has the power to dissolve the house. Dissolve the house means what? Calling for fresh election. You will okay end the house term and you will call for which election? Fresh election. That is okay there. Okay, because no one is having the majority. Everyone has lost the majority. So they will dissolve and they will call for which election? Fresh election. So dissolution means calling for whom? calling for nothing but okay fresh election, ending the terms of current okay house and calling for fresh election. That is called as a dissolution. Fine. So these type of discretion are called as which discretion? Situational discretion. Okay, this type of discretion is called as a situational discretion. While okay, the discretion that is mentioned in the okay constitution is going to be called as which type of discretion? Constitutional discretion. So remember, okay, the okay what the president has limited constitutional discretion, limited constitutional discretion while governor discretionary power in constitution is more. Okay, so president has limited discretionary power, but governor has what? Governor has nothing but okay, no discretionary power mentioned in the constitution. Fine. So what are the discretionary power that is okay being given? What are the discretionary power? One is okay mentioned under Article 200, governor power to reserve a bill. Governor power to reserve a bill. Second, Article 356, governor power in state emergency. Okay, then there is okay article what? Article nothing but okay 240 and 241. Don't write 240. Governor power under part 2. Okay, you write part 9. Governor power under part 8 in union and territories. Governor power under what? Governor power under part 8, that is union territories. Okay, so it says that governor can also be made as a head of whom? Governor can also be given a charge as a head of whom? As a head of union territories. Governor can also be given a charge as a head of whom? As a head of union territories. Clear? Like we discussed, governor can be appointed as a governor of another state. Governor can be appointed, let's say, okay, Karnataka governor can also be appointed as a head of whom? Lakshadweep also. Okay, as a head of Lakshadweep also. In that case, what will happen is okay, what? Governor will not act on the advice of whom? CM and Council of Ministers, because CM and Council of Ministers is not elected by Lakshadweep people, it is elected by the Karnataka people. So governor will exercise discretionary role in case of what? Lakshadweep, and will work on the advice of whom? CM and Council of Ministers for Karnataka, that is okay. So these are the discretionary power given to whom? These are the discretionary power given to the governor, that is okay. Clear? So constitution has mentioned regarding elaborate discretion to whom? Elaborate discretion to the governor. So it says wherever governor has a discretion, what will happen? Governor will not follow the advice of whom? Will not follow the advice of CM and Council of Ministers. Fine, any doubt regarding this one? So this is what mentioned in the case of Article 74 and 75. Okay. So Article 74 says what? It is the 74 and it is 163 that is making up which type of government? It is 74 and 163 that is making up which type of government? Parliamentary form of government. Remember, parliamentary form of government we discussed, you have two types of executive, nominal executive and real executive. So who is real executive? Who is real executive? Who is nominal executive? Okay, so it is this article that is okay making up which type of government? Parliamentary form of government, that is okay there. Okay, it is this article that is making up parliamentary form of government. Similarly, at the state level, you have CM and Council of Ministers acting as which one? Real, and governor acting as what? Nominal. Governor acting as nothing but okay, nominal. So okay, this is something that you keep in mind. Fine. So next, okay, you have what? Next you have article number 75 and article number 164. So article number 75 and article number 164. Okay, it deals with provision regarding other minister. And this also deals with the provision regarding your other minister. Fine. So article 75 and article 164, these deals with the provision regarding whom? This deals with the provision regarding other ministers. So it says the Prime Minister will be appointed by whom? Prime Minister will be appointed by the President. Okay, who will appoint the Prime Minister? President will appoint the Prime Minister, and here it says what? That CM will be appointed by whom? CM will be appointed by Governor. Okay, so Prime Minister will be appointed by whom? President. Yes, CM will be appointed by whom? Governor. But remember, President can't appoint anyone as what? Prime Minister, or Governor can't appoint anyone as what? CM. Who can be appointed? Those who enjoys the majority. Those who enjoys the majority in the legislature can only be appointed as what? Prime Minister, or can only be appointed as nothing but Chief Minister. Okay. So only one situation where Prime Minister, where President and Governor has a discretion. What is the one situation we have written? What is one situation where they have written where they have a discretion? So we have discussed one situation when there is a which type of assembly, assembly or parliament, when no party enjoys the majority. Only in such situation President and Governor has what? Discretion to appoint anyone. Okay. Otherwise, in other situation what will happen? The President will appoint whom? Majority party leader as what? Majority party leader as the Prime Minister. Governor will appoint whom? Majority party leader as what? CM. That is there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Now, second thing it says that other minister shall be appointed by President. Shall be appointed by President on advice of Prime Minister. Here also other minister shall be appointed by Governor on advice of CM. Okay. So other ministers shall be appointed by whom? Appointed by the President on the advice of Prime Minister. Here other ministers shall be appointed by whom? Governor on the advice of whom? CM. Clear? So let's say you saw a change. Currently Siddaramaiah ji was there, and now you see who is coming? Nittur Shivakumar is coming. So now what is happening is let's say in case of Siddaramaiah ji, you have Council of Minister. Now in case of DK Shivakumar ji, you have Council of Minister. Let's say if CM changes, will the Council of Minister also need to change? Yes. They can change their own Council of Minister, because other ministers shall be appointed by whom? Other ministers shall be appointed by nothing but the Governor on the advice of whom? On the advice of nothing but Council of Minister. So if something happens to CM, the same Council of Minister can continue if new CM agrees, or he can change the Council of Minister, because Constitution gives them more powers to change it. That other minister shall be appointed on the advice of whom? Advice of nothing but the CM. Advice of CM, that is there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So there advice of Prime Minister, here advice of nothing but Chief Minister, that is there. Clear? Any doubt? Second thing, it put an extra clause that in the state of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh, governor has to appoint one extra minister called as a tribal minister for welfare of tribes. So in how many states extra minister has to be appointed? In 4 states. What are the 4 states? Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. Governor has to appoint one more minister which is called as what? Which is going to be called as a tribal minister. This is not in the case of center but applies in the case of state level, that is okay. Clear? So okay, president we discussed, okay, president will appoint prime minister, president will also appoint other minister on the advice of whom? Prime minister. Here the governor will appoint, okay, who? Chief minister, and other ministers shall be appointed by whom? Other ministers shall be appointed by the governor also on the advice of CM. But one extra minister shall be appointed, which is okay what? Which is nothing but okay, tribal minister in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and MP. Clear? Originally the constitution has mentioned here what? Originally the constitution has mentioned here is Bihar, but when Jharkhand was bifurcated, okay, you saw Bihar and Jharkhand was same. So originally the term Bihar was mentioned, but okay, when bifurcation happens, Bihar was removed and what was kept? Jharkhand here was kept, okay. So that you have to keep in mind. Fine, any doubt? Have a break, then we'll discuss other provision of this articles. Fine. the next provision you have is 1A and 1B, which is added in Article 75. And similar provision is also added in Article 164. Now this both provisions were added by which amendment? 91st Amendment. So they were not present in the original constitution. They both were added by which amendment? Added by 91st Amendment. So 1A, 1B were added in Article 75 also. 1A and 1B were added in Article 164 also. Fine. Now what this 1A says? What this 1A says? So it says that the total number of council of minister, or quorum strength shall not exceed 15% of total membership of house. The same continues also over here. 1A also says the same thing. The total number of council of ministers shall not exceed how much? Shall not exceed 15% of the total strength of the house. Total membership of house. Here it is taken house of people, and here it is taken as what? Here it is taken should not exceed 15% of total membership of legislative assembly. Total membership of how much assembly? Legislative assembly. Fine. So this is what has been added by 1A provision. Fine. Second provision says 1B. What 1B says? 1B says that if any minister or any person is disqualified, rather than person you write, if any member is disqualified under 10 schedule, then he is also disqualified to become a minister. And the same provision is also there in the case of state. If any member is disqualified under the 10th schedule, then he is also disqualified to become a minister. Fine. So these two provisions were added by which amendment? These two provisions were added by 91st Amendment. Fine. So their total strength of the council of ministers shall not exceed how much? 15% of the total membership of house of people. At the state level, it should not exceed 15% of the total membership of the house. Second, if any member is disqualified under 10th schedule, then he is also disqualified to become a minister. Fine. So what does it mean? 15%? We discussed how much is the strength of whom? Remember we discussed Lok Sabha strength. Okay, let's assume is 543. So 543 means what? 15 into 5.43, which will be somewhere around 81, 82 in that range. Okay, you'll get. So maximum minister that you can appoint should be how much? Should not exceed nothing but 81 or 82. That is okay there. Okay, it should be less than this number. Okay, 15%. Okay, that is okay. Clear. Similarly, in Karnataka we discussed how many is there in the legislative assembly. 224 seats or something that are there. So 15 into 2.24, okay, that will be around 36-37 range. So okay, it should not be more than It should not be more than 36-37, the total council of ministers. So it is saying that total membership, the total strength of the council of ministers shall not exceed how much percent? 15% of the total membership of the house. Fine. And the second statement says that if you are disqualified as disqualified under 10th schedule. Remember we discussed 10th schedule deals with what? Anti-defection law. When you are moving from one party to another party. So if you are resigning from your party, or if you are joining any other party, then what will happen is if you are disqualified under 10th schedule, then you are also disqualified to become what? To become a minister. Fine. So these are the two provisions added under under Article 75, 1A and 1B, and this is added by which amendment? 91st Amendment. Fine. Second. Now, second point says, second clause of this particular thing, it says, minister shall hold office till pleasure of whom? Till pleasure of president. So any minister shall hold office till pleasure of whom? Till pleasure of president. Here minister shall hold office till pleasure of whom? Till pleasure of governor. Till pleasure of governor. Fine. So here the minister shall hold office till pleasure of whom? Pleasure of president. Here the minister shall hold office till pleasure of governor. Clear? Doesn't mean that doesn't mean that governor can remove minister any time. Like remember we discussed pleasure of president in case of governor. That governor can any time be removed by president. That is okay there. Clear? But here doesn't mean that what president can remove any time the minister. When the minister will be removed. When the minister will be removed, then CM will ask for the removal, because ministers are appointed on the approval of whom, on the recommendation of whom, CM or prime minister. So if minister is asking that governor should take resignation of this minister, or prime minister is asking president should take the resignation of this minister, or governor is asking that the CM is asking that governor should take resignation of this minister, then only what will happen? Resignation can be taken. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? It does not mean that anytime you can remove the minister. No. Okay. So when prime minister will recommend to the president, then only the minister can be removed by the president. Whenever chief minister will recommend it to the governor, then only minister will be removed by the governor. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? So here it is talking about pleasure of president. Here it is talking about what? Pleasure of governor. Fine. It talks about which type of responsibility? Individual responsibility. It talks about which type of responsibility? Individual responsibility. What is individual responsibility? What is individual responsibility? Individual responsibility means who you are responsible individually. Ministers are responsible individually to either president or to the governor, because who can ask their resignation, who can ask their them to remove? It is minister or governor. So individually ministers are responsible to either president or to the governor. Okay, so it talks about which type of responsibility? Individual responsibility. Clear? Clause 3 says that council of minister shall be collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, and here it says council of minister shall be collectively responsible to state legislative assembly. Okay. So council of ministers shall be collectively responsible to whom? Collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Here it is Lok Sabha. Here it is whom? It is nothing but state legislative assembly. Remember, if question comes, the council of ministers shall be collectively responsible to parliament, then statement will be wrong, because parliament also include Rajya Sabha, but here only mention is what? Only mention is Lok Sabha. Or here if it is mentioned that council of ministers shall be collectively responsible to state legislature, then it will be wrong, because the state legislature also include whom? Legislative assembly and legislative councils also. That is okay there. Clear? So remember that only lower house is mentioned, upper house is not mentioned. Fine. So these two clause talks about which type of responsibility? Collective responsibility. Which type of responsibility it is talking about? Collective responsibility. So two type of responsibility is mentioned: individual responsibility and collective responsibility. Individually you are responsible to the minister, or you are responsible individually as a minister, you are responsible to the president or the governor. Collectively you are responsible to the Lok Sabha or to the legislative assembly. Fine. What does collective responsibility means? Individually we say that who can remove you? Governor can remove or president can remove nothing but okay minister. But okay, collectively responsible means if in Lok Sabha a no confidence motion is passed. In Lok Sabha, which motion is passed? No confidence motion. What is no confidence motion? What is no confidence motion? That we do not have a confidence on whom? Government. Okay. What is no confidence motion? It is being passed to express that we do not have a confidence on a government. Okay. Now when this motion can be passed? When this no confidence motion will be passed? Because in Lok Sabha we discussed whoever enjoys majority. Whoever enjoys majority in Lok Sabha forms what? Forms the government. That is what we have written. Okay, that whoever enjoys majority over here forms what? Forms the government. Whom the president appoints? Majority party leader we have discussed. So whoever enjoys the majority over here forms the government. If no confidence motion is passed, that indicate what? That indicate that government do not enjoy majority. Why government do not enjoy majority? Because if the government has a majority, they will not express no confidence on government. If this motion is passed, means it is expressing that what? It is expressing that it is expressing that okay they have what? They have nothing but lesser what? So it is saying that what? If this motion is passed, it indicates that government do not has a majority in where? Do not has a majority in Lok Sabha. That's why this motion is being passed. If government has a majority, this motion would be defeated. Fine. So it indicates that what? It indicates that the government do not have a majority. When government do not have a majority, what will happen? Government has to resign. So that's why collective responsibility lies with who? Lok Sabha. Because if Lok Sabha passes a no confidence motion, entire government has to what? Entire government has to resign. So individual resignation can be asked by whom? Individual minister resignation can be asked by the president or governor. So individual responsibility is there. Collectively you have to resign. Okay, when Lok Sabha or state legislative assembly is passing a motion, that is there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So that's why two type of responsibility is mentioned. One is which responsibility? Individual responsibility. Another is which responsibility? Another is a collective responsibility. Fine. So minister has an individual responsibility towards whom? Minister has an individual responsibility towards whom? Towards president and towards whom? Governor. And collective responsibilities towards whom? Towards parliament or towards nothing but state legislative assembly. Clear? Any doubt regarding this thing? Now, there is one more type of responsibility. There is one more type of responsibility which is not there in India, but it is there in the case of where? Britain. There is one more type of responsibility which is not there in India, but there in the case of Britain, which is called as a legal responsibility. This legal responsibility is not there in the case of India. This legal responsibility concept is not there in India. Clear? What is this legal responsibility? In case of Britain, any order that is being passed, requires signature of whom? Requires signature of Crown and also requires signature of nothing but minister. Minister whose department is passing this order. Minister whose department, let's say Ministry of Home is passing, so Minister of Home signature is required. So every order has to be what? Every order has to be signed by the Crown. Every order has to be signed by nothing but minister. That is there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? This is what? This is happening in the case of Britain. So if at all later on found that this order is wrong or this order is violating the constitution, who will face the penalties or who will face a legal consequences? Minister will face a legal consequence. Crown will not face any legal consequences. That is there. Clear? So that's what is called as which type of responsibility? Legal responsibility. But in India, all decisions are taken in the name of whom? President only, or all decisions are taken in the name of governor only. No counter sign of minister is required. No counter sign of minister is required. So that's why there is no legal responsibility in case of India. Clear regarding this one? So what the term legal responsibility means? That if at all any problems happens with the order, then who will be legally liable? That type of responsibility is called as a legal responsibility. So in India we discussed there is what? No legal responsibility, as all decisions are taken in the name of president only. Individually you don't have to take any decisions. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So remember two types of responsibility: individual responsibility and collective responsibility. The fourth says that what? So fourth says that before entering into office, minister has to take oath of whom? Before entering into office, minister has to take oath of whom? Oath of office and oath of secrecy. Oath of office and oath of secrecy. Here also the same clause. Before entering into the office, a minister has to take two oaths. One is a oath of office, and another is what? Oath of secrecy. Fine. Who will administer the oath? Who will administer the oath? So administration of oath will be done by whom? Administration of oath will be done by president over here, and administration of oath will be done by governor over here. Administration of oath here is done by whom? Governor. While administration of oath there is done by whom? There is done by nothing but okay, president. Fine. So remember that before entering into office, what oath okay has to take? What oath has to take? It says okay, oath of office and oath of secrecy. What is the problem with this one? What is the problem with this? Okay, any problem with this article? Any problem with this clause? A minister takes a oath of which one? A minister takes a oath of secrecy. Okay, and you also have a law. Remember, we discussed right to information, RTI. RTI says what? Right to information. So citizens have a right to get information. That is what we are talking about. But minister takes an oath of what? Secrecy. Secrecy means what? Should not be giving the information that is okay there. Okay. So that's why okay, this is conflicting with what? This is conflicting with nothing but okay, citizens' right to information that is okay there. Okay. So this is conflicting with the citizen right to information. That's why the second ARC has said that this oath of secrecy should be replaced by oath of transparency in the constitution. Okay, this oath of secrecy should be replaced by whom? Oath of transparency in the constitution. Fine. So this is what second ARC is talking about, as it is conflicting with the citizen right to whom? Citizen right to information. Okay, citizen has a right to get information, because in a democracy, how do you choose okay whether person is good or not? If you have the information. Fine. Fine. What oath okay they take? What oath minister takes? What is the oath of office? So oath of office says that true faith and to have true faith and allegiance to the constitution, to have true faith and allegiance to the constitution, first thing. Second, to have true faith and allegiance to the constitution, to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, sovereignty and integrity of India, and to discharge the duties without any fear or favor. Fine. So these are okay. What? These are nothing but okay. Three things you have to keep in mind. Okay. What oath they takes? They takes oath of nothing but okay office, to have true faith and allegiance to the constitution, to uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, to discharge the duties without any fear or favor. Okay. Whether okay the prime minister, whether the council of minister, whether the chief minister or the council of minister, all take the same oath. Like we discussed, governor, president takes oath. like that all the minister, whether at the central level or the state level, takes the same oath only, that is okay there. And where this oath is mentioned, this oath is mentioned under the third schedule of the constitution. This oath is mentioned under the third schedule of the constitution. This oath is mentioned under which schedule? Under the third schedule. Remember we discussed second schedule deals with the salaries, third schedule deals with what? Oath. Fine. So this is okay. Point 4 says that before entering into office, you have to take an oath of office and oath of secrecy. As we discussed, second ARC is saying that replace this oath of secrecy with who? With the oath of transparency, and it talks about to have true faith and allegiance to the constitution, to uphold sovereignty and integrity, to discharge the duties without any fear or favor. Can you now compare it with what president and governor's oath? Can you now compare it with the president and governor's oath? So remember, president and governor take to preserve, protect and defend the constitution. No such oath is taken by prime minister or council of minister. They take they devote their devote their themselves to the service and well-being of people. No such oath is mentioned over here. So you can see the oath difference is there between president as well as nothing but prime minister and council of ministers oath that are there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular point? Next, point number clause 5th of this says what? Clause 5th of this article says that if any person is not a member of either house of parliament for 6 consecutive months, then he can't continue as minister. Similarly, at the state level, the same says what? If any person is not a member of either house of the parliament, instead of either house, what will happen over here? Either house of state legislature. Then he can't continue as what? For 6 consecutive months. Then he can't continue as minister. So this is point number 5 talks about. If any person is not a member of parliament for how many months? 6 consecutive months, he can't continue as a minister. The same applies over here. If he is not continuing, then he can't continue as a minister. Fine. The last point says what? The last point says the salaries of the council of ministers shall be decided by whom? Shall be decided by the parliament and mentioned where? Mentioned in second schedule. And here the salaries will be decided by whom? Salaries of the council of ministers shall be decided by the state legislature and mentioned where? In the second schedule. So these are the 6 clauses that are there under Article 75 and Article 164. Then what does clause 5 means? What does clause 5 says? What does clause 5 says? It says a person is not a member of either house. Means if you are not a member of either Lok Sabha or if you are not a member of Rajya Sabha, can you be appointed as a minister? Yes, you can be appointed as a minister. Okay, even if you are not a member of Lok Sabha, even if you are not a member of Rajya Sabha, can be appointed as a minister? Yes. But if you are not a minister for how many months? 6 consecutive months. Means if you are not within 6 months, if you are not elected between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, so if you are not a member, you can be appointed as a minister. But within 6 months, you have to get elected in what? You have to get elected either in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. If you are not elected, then what will happen? You can't continue as a minister. That is okay. Clear? So if question comes, if member who is not a member of either of house, can he be appointed as a minister? Yes, he can be appointed as a minister. But within 6 months, if he is not elected in what? Any of the 2 houses, then what will happen? He can't continue as a can't continue as a minister. The same applies at which level? State level. You have to be either member of whom? Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council. If you are if you are not a member of either house, within 6 months you have to get elected in the either of the house. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So this is what you have to keep in mind with regard to point number 5 and point number 6. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So these are These are clause clause 5 and 6 you have to keep in mind under Article 75 and under Article 160. Fine. So next we are coming to what? Next we are coming to the concept of Article 76 and the similar article at the state level you have is what? Article number 165. It deals with Attorney General and it deals with what? Advocate General. So it deals with which general? Attorney General. It deals with nothing but which type of general? Advocate General. Fine. So if you remember how many officers, how many executives we have discussed at the center? We discussed President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers and Attorney General. And at the state level we discuss is what? Governor, CM, Council of Ministers and Advocate General. So these are the executives that are mentioned in the Constitution. Fine. So Article 76 as well as Article 165, one deals with Attorney General, one deals with nothing but Advocate General. Who is Attorney General? He is the Supreme Law Officer of India. Supreme Law Officer of India. And who is Advocate General? He is the Supreme Law Officer of State. Supreme Law Officer of State. So he is the Supreme Law Officer of India. He is the Supreme Law Officer of State. Fine. Who will appoint Attorney General? Who will appoint Attorney General? So he is appointed by President. Appointed by President on the advice of So he is appointed by whom? Appointed by the President on the advice of whom? Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. He is appointed by the Governor on the advice of whom? CM and Council of Ministers. So this is appointment process. Who will appoint? President will appoint. Here who will appoint? Governor will appoint. Fine. Who can be appointed? As we discussed, he is a Supreme Law Officer. Any qualification mentioned? Yes. The Constitution says that Attorney General shall be qualified to become a judge of Supreme Court. Shall be qualified to become a judge of Supreme Court. Here it says Advocate General shall be qualified to become a judge of High Court. this is okay. What this is a criteria that is mentioned, that not anybody can be appointed. Who can be appointed? The one who fulfills the criteria for becoming which type of judge? Supreme Court judge. Fine. Now, what is the criteria to become a judge of Supreme Court? What is the criteria to become a judge of Supreme Court? Now, Article 124 mentioned, criteria of judge of Supreme Court. A judge of Supreme Court must be a citizen of India. First criteria is what? He should be citizen of India. Second criteria is what? He must be a judge of High Court. He must be a judge of High Court for at least 5 years. For at least 5 years. Fine. Must be a practicing advocate. Practicing advocate for at least 10 years. For at least 10 years in High Court. He must be a judge of whom? He must be a judge of High Court for how many years? For at least 5 years. He must be a practicing advocate. For High Court for at least how many years? At least 10 years. That is there. And the third criteria that is mentioned is eminent jurist. Third criteria that is mentioned is if he is an eminent jurist in the eye of President. In eye of President. So this is a criteria mentioned for Supreme Court judge. This criteria is mentioned for a Supreme Court judge. So if anyone fulfills this criteria, can be appointed as what? Can be appointed as a Attorney General. He can be appointed as which type of general? Attorney General. For High Court judge, what is criteria? For High Court judge, he must be a citizen of India. Second, must have held a judicial office. Must have held a judicial office for at least fine. So he should be citizen of India. Second thing, is must have held how much? Must have held judicial office for at least 10 years. For 10 years, or must be a practicing advocate for 10 years. Must be a practicing advocate of High Court for 10 years. So these are the criteria mentioned for which judge? These are the criteria mentioned for which judge? High Court judge. So what is the difference between Supreme Court judge criteria and High Court judge criteria? In the Supreme Court, you should have, you must be a High Court judge of how many years? 5 years. But here, judicial office means what? You should be a district judge or other, held any session judge, post for how many years? At least 10 years, that is there, clear? And in the Supreme Court, we discussed there is one extra criteria. What is the extra criteria? Eminent jurist criteria, which is not there in the case of High Court. Eminent jurist criteria is not there in the case of High Court judge, that is indicated. In Supreme Court, we have written what? You can have an eminent jurist in the opinion of President. Clear? So who appoints Attorney General? President. Who appoints Advocate General? Governor. Attorney General is what? Supreme law officer of the country. Advocate General is the Supreme Law Officer of the state. Third thing, who can be appointed as an Attorney General? One fulfills the criteria for Supreme Court judge. Who can be appointed as an Advocate General? One who fulfills the criteria for the High Court judge. And these are the criteria that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Now, what is a function? What is a function? What is a function? So function is for what purposes you are appointing Attorney General. So it says that he will advise government advise government on all the legal matter. On all the legal matter. He will advise government on all the legal matter. Okay. Which government? Union government or central government. He will advise central government on which type of matter? Legal matter. Second thing, he will appear on behalf of government, on behalf of union government in the court. Third is any other legal matter, okay, any other legal matter sent by the president. So he will also advise on any other legal matter which are sent by the president. These are the functions of whom? These are the functions of nothing but okay, the Attorney General. Okay, so what you see is okay, he will advise central government on all the legal matter. He will appear on behalf of union government in the case of court, and any other legal matter sent by whom? Sent by the president for advice. He will provide such advice. Like if you remember, we discussed okay what? We discussed Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. Union of India means case is filed against whom? Government. So who will appear from the government side? It is going to be nothing but okay, Attorney General. So whenever the cases are filed against the government, who will appear? Attorney General has to nothing but okay, appear. So that is okay, his duty. What is the function? Okay, with regard to Advocate General, the same function. Now he will advise which type of government? State government. Okay, state government on which type of matter? Legal matter. Second, he will appear in the court on behalf of which type of government? State government. He will appear in court on behalf of state government. On behalf of state government. On behalf of state government. And the third thing, okay, any other legal matter which are sent by whom? Sent by government. This is okay, the same thing applies in the state level. The same function, similar function. Now, so these are the, okay, what? This is the reason why Attorney General and Advocate General are appointed. Okay, their okay qualification as well as nothing but okay, what? Nothing but okay, the functions. Okay. There is something called powers also being given. One under Article 76 only it is given. Another power is given under Article 88. Two powers are given to Attorney General. One under which Article? 76. Another under which Article? 88. So similar okay powers also being given to the Advocate General. One under what? Article 165 and another under Article 177. Similar power is also given to nothing but okay, Advocate General. So under Article 76, what power is that? So he has right of audience. He has a right of audience in all court of India. In all court of India means he can go and sit in any court of India anywhere. He has a right of audience in all court of India. Okay. To fulfill his duties, he has a right of audience in all court of nothing but okay, India. Clear? Under 165, the similar power is he has what? He has right of audience where? Audience in all court of state, not India. In all court of state. Fine. He has a right of audience in all court of the state. So Advocate General have a right of audience in all court of state. Well, okay, the Attorney General have a right of audience in what? All court of India. Clear? Second power that is given is okay what? An Attorney General can sit in either house. Can debate and discuss. He can sit in either house, can debate and discuss, and can debate and discuss, and can be part of any committee, can be part of any committee. Okay, so Attorney General can, okay, sit in any house. Any house means what? It could be either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. He can sit in any house. He can debate and discuss. Okay, can be part of any committee of parliament. Okay, that is okay there. But he will not be entitled to vote. But he will not be entitled to vote. Entitled to vote. Because he is not a member. Only member is entitled to vote. Attorney General is not a member, so that's why he will not be entitled to vote. But he can take part in what? Take part in case of nothing but okay, any committee. He can sit in any of the houses. That is okay there. Clear? So any discussion going on in Lok Sabha, he can sit. He can take part. Any discussion, okay, going in Rajya Sabha, he can sit. He can take part. He can become a member of any committee. What are the committees? Later on we'll discuss. Okay, regarding Parliament. So what are the committees? He can become a part of any committees in the Parliament. But he will not have which vote, which right to vote, because only the member of parliament has a right to vote. Attorney General is not a member of parliament, so he do not have a right to vote. Fine. The same power applies to who? At the state level. Advocate General can sit in what? Advocate General can sit in either house of the state legislature, can debate and discuss, can take part in any committee, but they are not entitled to vote. Okay. Same power also lies with the Advocate General. Okay. So he can sit either in Legislative Assembly, he can sit either in Legislative Council, can debate and discuss, can take part in any meeting, but he will not be entitled to vote. Fine. So these are the powers that are mentioned. Fine, any doubt regarding this one? So what you see is okay, next part, okay, that is okay, there is what? Next part is who decides their salaries. So salary is not fixed and is decided by whom? Decided by the president. Decided by the president. Here salary is decided by whom? Governor. So there the salary is decided by president. Here the salary is going to be decided by the governor. Clear? Salary is not fixed. What is tenure? For how long they will be appointed? Tenure is also not fixed by the constitution. Tenure not fixed by the constitution. Here also tenure is not fixed. Means not fixed means what? No mention that he will hold office for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Okay. No such particular details are mentioned. So tenure is not fixed. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. Clear? And what is a removal? Okay, removal says that they can be removed. They hold office. Okay, removal says they hold office. They hold office till pleasure of whom? Till pleasure of president. And here it says they hold office till pleasure of governor. Means governor can anytime remove them. Here president can anytime remove them. So that's why there is no fixed tenure for them. Fine. So generally you see Attorney General tenure is the tenure of the government. If government changes, then what will happen? Attorney General also changes. If government changes, Advocate General also changes. Okay, this you have to keep in mind. Clear? Why? Because they are appointed by whom? President on the advice of the governor. Government. If government changes, then what will happen? They also changes. That is okay. Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind generally with regard to Attorney General and Advocate General. Clear? So what is who appoints them? President. And who appoints the Advocate General? Governor. What is the criteria? What is the qualification? Attorney General has to be what? Qualified to become a judge of Supreme Court. Advocate General has to be qualified to become a judge of High Court. Then we discuss what is the function? Function is Attorney General will advise Union government on legal matter. Advocate General will advise state government on legal matter, and they will appear in the cases, okay, on behalf of these government in case of court. Then what are the powers? Powers is, okay, Attorney General can have power of sitting in the audience in any of the court. Okay, Advocate General can sit in any of the court in the state. Fine. Another thing, they can sit part in any of the committees, but they can sit part in any of the houses, can take part in any of the committees, but they will not be entitled to vote. Okay. Now, lastly, salaries are not fixed, tenures are not fixed, and okay, they can be removed by whom? They can be removed by nothing but okay, president, okay, or they can be removed by the governor. Fine. So if question comes like this, you may get a question like this in the case of examination. Question is, which of the following hold office till pleasure of president? Which of the following hold office till pleasure of president? So we discussed governor is appointed by whom? President, and governor holds office till what? Pleasure of president. Okay, so this is okay, pleasure of president. How the vice president is removed? By effective majority in what? Rajya Sabha. Okay, and simple majority in what? Lok Sabha. So vice president is not holding office till pleasure of the president. Vice president and the proper removal process, we have discussed that. Okay. Prime Minister and Union Council of Ministers, read Article 75. Read Article 75, Clause 2. We discuss all ministers hold office till pleasure of whom? All ministers hold office till pleasure of whom? Pleasure of President, individual responsibility. We have discussed what? That all ministers hold office till pleasure of whom? Till pleasure of the President. Okay, individual responsibility lies with whom? Individual responsibility lies with nothing but okay, the President. Okay, that is what we have discussed. So PM and Council of Ministers hold office till what? Pleasure of President. Again, member of Parliament are elected members. Okay, they are not holding office till what? Till nothing but okay, pleasure of the President. Okay, Attorney General. Just now we discussed hold office till pleasure of whom? Pleasure of nothing but okay, President. So answer here will be what? 1, 3, 4, and 6. They hold office till what? Pleasure of President. Similarly, you may get a question regarding pleasure of Governor. Which of the following office hold office till pleasure of Governor? So like that, okay, question can be formed. Or you may get a question like this that what is the correct one? What is the correct one? Read article, okay, what? Read article, okay, 59. Read article 59, conditions of office. Who determines the salaries of the president? Okay, salaries of the president are determined by whom? by the Parliament. Okay, we have discussed that salaries and allowances of President is determined by whom? Parliament. Okay, read Article 75. Read Article 75, last clause. Clause number 6. What we have written? Salaries and allowances of Prime Minister and Council Minister are decided by whom? Parliament. Okay, yes, 75 clause 6. Okay, we discuss in the Parliament. So here what will happen? This is wrong statement. Okay, this is correct statement. So answer here will be what? 2 only. If here what is given? Salaries and allowances of what is given? If the salaries and allowances of Attorney General is being given, then okay, what will happen? It would be correct statement, because Attorney General salaries and allowances are decided by whom? By the President. So be very clear with all the provision we are okay writing. Okay, whose salary who is deciding, whose salary, okay, who is nothing but okay what? Okay, dividing. Like we discussed salaries and allowances of the governor. Okay, governor shall be decided by the state legislature. Correct or wrong statement? Salaries and allowances of the governor shall be decided by the state legislature. Fine. Okay, then we discuss who will decide the proportion. If the salaries has to be divided amongst two states, who will decide the proportion? President. Okay, so all these points you have to remember. Who administer oath, who is about deciding salaries, who is deciding allowances, all such minute things you have to nothing but be clear. Who is holding office, what is tenure, okay, how much tenure is mentioned, whether ground of removal is mentioned, not mentioned. Like we discussed, ground of removal of Vice President is not mentioned. Like that, ground of removal of whom is not mentioned? Prime Minister is also not mentioned, because they hold office till whom? Till the pleasure of President. Ground of removal of Attorney General is also not mentioned, because they also hold office till pleasure of whom? President. Governor also is not mentioned. That's why Sarkaria Commission is saying that that if governor is being removed, he should be removed in rare circumstances, and if he is being removed, what will happen? Communicate that on what ground he is being removed, that is there. Because ground for removal of governor is also not mentioned in the constitution. So you have to be clear with all these particular provisions that we are discussing. So be very clear with what constitution is saying. UPSC is going to test you on these matters only. So all these provisions you be clear with. Fine. Next comes Next comes your Article 77, and the corresponding provision you also have Article 166. Okay, so next is Article 77, and correspondingly provision you also have the State Act 166. That is there. Clear? So what Article 77 says? It says all decision shall be taken in the name of President. All decisions shall be taken in the name of President. While here it says all decisions shall be taken in the name of who? Governor. Okay. So what you see is here it is saying that all decisions shall be taken in the name of who? In the name of nothing but President. While here it is saying that all decision has to be taken in the name of whom? Governor. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular term? What does it mean? We discussed President is what? President is holding the executive power. So all decision shall be taken in the name of whom? President. So any decision Prime Minister or Council of Minister taking, the decision has to be taken in the name of President. And any decision any decision nothing but the council the all decisions shall be taken at the state level by whom? At the state level by the governor. So this you have to keep in mind. Fine. Now the second important thing says that President has a power to frame rules. It says President has a power to frame rules. And here also who has a power to frame rule? Governor has the power to frame rule. Here President has power to frame rule. Here who has power to frame rule? Governor has power to frame rule. Why? Why they can frame rule? For smooth conduct of business. For smooth conduct of business of union government. Okay, he can make the rules for smooth conduct of business of state government. Fine. So this is okay mentioned in the case of what? This is mentioned in the case of Article 77. All decision has to be taken in the name of whom? President. And here all decision has to be taken in the name of governor. And president has the power to make rules for smooth transaction of business, while governor has the power to make rules for smooth conduct of business at the state level. That is okay. So this Article 77 and 76, 166 deals with the conduct of business. How the business will be conducted, how the decisions, how the business will be conducted at the center level or the state level. So this is what this article is dealing with. This article is dealing with what? Conduct of business. This article is dealing with the conduct of business. Fine. And the last article that you have is what? Last article that you have is Article 78. As well as article number 167. It is talking about duties of Prime Minister with regard to President, and it talks about duties of Chief Minister with regard to Governor. Fine. So it talks about duties of Prime Minister with regard to President. So it says that it is a duty of whom? It is the duty of Prime Minister to communicate all decisions. It is a duty of whom? It is a duty of Prime Minister to communicate all decision to the President. Whatever decision you are taking in the name of President, you have to inform President regarding that. Okay? Clear? And here the same is what? It is a duty of whom? It is the duty of Chief Minister to communicate what? All decision to Governor. To communicate all decision taken to Governor. Fine. So the same thing. So it is a duty of Prime Minister to what? To provide all this. Whatever decision is taking, to communicate it to whom? To communicate it to the President. Here it is a duty of nothing but CM to communicate all decision to whom? To the Governor. Fine. Second statement says what? It says if President wants any further information, it is a duty of PM to provide such information. Second, here also, if Governor wants any further information, whose duty it is to communicate? It is a duty of CM to communicate. If Governor wants any further information, it is a duty of whom? It is a duty of nothing but CM to communicate such information. Clear? But information shall be related to what? Shall be related to affairs of union, or it shall be related to affairs of state. It means Governor cannot ask any personal information. And the CM has to provide that, or PM has to provide that. It has to be related with whom? It has to be related with the governance related thing. So if the President wants any further information regarding governance related affairs of the union, they have to provide. If the Governor wants, they have to provide such information. Fine. And the third clause of this says what? The third clause it says, if on any matter decision has been taken by individual minister but matter has not been taken up by the Council of Ministers, so if on any matter decision has been taken by individual minister but has not been taken up by the Council of Ministers, then President can ask Council of Ministers to consider such matter. And at the state level, the same clause is there. If on any matter decision has been taken by individual minister and not taken up by the Council of Ministers, then governor can ask Council of Ministers to consider such matter. Fine. So if any matter, if on any matter decision has been taken by this minister, individual minister, but has not been taken up by whom? Council of Ministers, then President can ask Council of Ministers to consider such matter. Here Governor can ask Council of Ministers to consider such matter. What does it mean? Remember we discussed Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to whom? Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Okay. Let's say I as a Home Minister takes a decision. Okay, and this led to what? This led to huge protest, and what in Parliament no confidence motion comes. That we will not support government on this particular decision. Then what will happen? If the motion passed, whole Council of Ministers has to resign. So any decision on which is taken by individual minister has to be approved by other Council of Ministers, because collectively they are responsible to the Parliament. Okay. So if any minister has taken individual decision and Council has not taken up matter, then President can ask or Governor can ask Council to take up such matter. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Okay. So this is important thing you have to keep in mind. So these are the duties of whom? These are the duties of Prime Minister with regard to President or CM with regard to Governor. Okay. So this is what Article 52 to 78 deals with the Union Executive Clause, and we discuss Article what? Article 152 to 167 deals with what? Deals with nothing but State Executive Clause. Okay. So this is similar provision you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So this finishes your both Union Executive and State Executive. We'll start with Union Legislature and State Legislature in tomorrow's class. Okay. Anybody having any doubt? So you have to read what? You have to read one provision. You see how the things at the center, exactly similar thing is being followed at what? State level. Only thing is just remember what change is happening. Whether President is determining or Governor is determining, whether State Legislature is defining or Parliament is determining. That you have to be clear. Okay. Any doubt regarding this one? So we'll start with the State Legislature in tomorrow's class. Okay. Anybody having any doubt? Thank you.